Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, Chef Clowny, Clowny, Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, the Chef Clown Man Show. Chef Clown Man, Chef Clown Man, the Chef Clown Man Show. Captain Cola, he saves the world with his soda. Captain Cola, he saves the world with his soda. So, you say that Diet Dr. Cola is over 130 years old?
Indeed, and though we lack conclusive evidence, we find it highly probable that the act of drinking Diet Dr. Cola was the very process which allowed for all of the technological innovations that occurred during the early 20th century.
Fascinating. It makes one want to buy all of the Diet Dr. Cola that one can get one's hands on.
And for our next exhibit, we present even more cans of Diet Dr. Cola! No more! For I, the soda stealer, shall steal all of the cola in this museum!
Great cola cans! Why on earth would you commit such a diabolical act?
The soda stealer is so evil that he enjoys stealing Diet Dr. Cola and pouring it out, all while preventing the Diet Dr. Cola Corporation from receiving money!
That is a truly terrifying notion. This time the threat is so great that I am not sure I can overcome it all on my own. Allow me to cook up a ticket to jail.
No! For that cake to have held such awesome power against my villainous self, it must contain excessive amounts of Diet Dr. Cola!
Indeed, Diet Dr. Cola is an effective solution to nearly any act of evil.
Next, I shall place you in this shopping cart. Vending machine. Dispense Diet Dr. Cola into the cart. Vending machine. Help lots.
As usual, it has been proven that Diet Dr. Cola is a wonderful beverage, and a necessity to the life of any good citizen.
Wow, I did not see that one coming. Hey, Clownman, your mail came. But the mailman said he can't send this burger, even if you do put a stamp on it. No! It needs to get to my dad. He'll be super hungry if he has nothing to eat before his trip to my house. Clownman, your dad's job is selling popcorn at the circus. He has access to all the free food he wants. Plus, the circus is already in town, so he's only driving 20 minutes. So, I get the sense you and your dad were pretty close. Ooh, yes, Johnny Johnson. He was such an incredible role model to me. I don't know where I'd be right now without him. When I grow up, I want to be a doctor. Well, you're allowed to do what you want with your life, but the Clownman family has made a living selling junk food for generations. You mean doctors don't sell junk food? Well, I'm no expert, but to the best of my knowledge, no. In that case, I'm gonna sell burgers at the town cafe. Attaboy, son. You're gonna make your old man proud. He'll be here in just a few minutes now. I can't wait to see what he'll think of my house. No offense, Clownman, but don't you think it might be a good idea to pick a few things up first? This place doesn't look like it's been cleaned for years. Sorry, Johnny Johnson, but I don't like cleaning very much. Besides, some of the things here were gifts from him. Imagine how hurt he'd be if I put them away. I don't think... Ooh, there he is right now! Hi, Dad! Howdy, son! Now tell me, how would you describe the entrance to a house that you love? I don't know. How? Adorable! Oh, that's a good one. I'm sure you remember Johnny Johnson from our school days. Ah, yes. It is a great honor to meet you again, Johnny Johnson. Okay. I Guess it's good to see you too. I always did love all this stuff that you have lying around, son. Oh, I think I got this for you. I'm so glad you still have it out. I shudder to imagine how awful I'd feel if you put it away. Oh, don't worry, Dad. I try to never, ever put stuff away or clean anything up. That explains a lot. Wow, you sure do make me a proud father. Anyway, I really like those curtains. Which reminds me, what would you call a torn piece of fabric after it's patched up? No idea. What? A tapestry! That one doesn't even make sense! Oh, Johnny Johnson, your insightful comment has inspired me. Did you hear about the banker who was extremely smart? No, he had a lot of sense. Get it, Johnny Johnson? Sense as in wisdom, and sense as in money, because he's smart, but he's also a banker. Hilarious. Would you like some lunch? I've used my super chef skills to make some mac and cheese. Good work, son. Papa Clownman is always up for a good meal. Incidentally, do you know why a meal is a bad friend? Why? Once you're done eating, it stops being there for you. With the exception of town burgers, few foods are finer than noodles. Just don't leave them out for too long, or they'll turn into oldles. See, usually the beginning of the word is new, but if you left them out, they'd be old. Explaining the joke makes it even funnier. Would you like some Diet Dr. Cola, Dad? As always, I have a great joke about Diet Dr. Cola's doctoral degree. Wait a minute! Oh dear! The moment we've always feared has come! What? No! You mean... We're racing Captain Cola and the Soda Squad! Hopefully they've forgotten about me now. Johnny Johnson! Johnny Johnson! Why did I have to jinx it?
Great cola cans!
Since the bad guy is trying to make cola illegal, it would have been funny if he said, Great Cola Can'ts! No! The fantastic powers of Diet Dr. Cola have knocked me and all of my plans down! On the subject of knocking things down, do you know what you call a dance where people knock things down? What? A bowling ball! Wow, you could be a professional comedian! If I wasn't so passionate about selling popcorn at the circus, I just might have considered putting on my own comedy show. Say, what do you call the waiting area for a refreshment table at a comedy show? What? The punchline! Wow, that's the funniest thing I've heard in my life. Mr. Papa Clownman, I didn't think it was possible, but you're making Captain Cola and the Soda Squad even worse than it already is. Well, one way to make a Soda Squad worse is by replacing every member's sugar with high fructose corn syrup. That one might be a little bit offensive towards the Diet Dr. Cola Corporation, but I just can't help myself. Look, I think it's great that you guys are having so much fun, but couldn't you think a little bit more about the people around you? I could, but then I wouldn't have any time to think up new punchlines. What do you call the boy who keeps making prank calls to everyone and never admits to it? Phony! Did you hear about the guy who produced the first album about planet Earth? It was a world record! Do you know what stars usually call their male offspring? Their son! What type of performance does an actor who loves puns engage in? Word plays! How would you describe a pilot with a boring personality? Plain! On that note, what sport do pilots like to play? Air hockey! You know what the art expert said to the people who disliked the small painting when they first saw it? Try looking at the bigger picture! What did the pencil call his best friend? His pen pal! What is a pirate's favorite instrument? A guitar! Would you please just stop it? Stop what? Well, I guess I should stop the jokes for a little bit. After all, you two deserve a chance to catch your breaths after you've both been laughing so hard. Why, on the subject of breathing, if balloons were alive, do you know what they'd breathe? Hot air! You haven't listened to a word I've said! Speaking of words, what category of words should you use when you want to be polite? Proper nouns? Good one, Dad. Good one, eh? Well, that reminds me, what number does... Will you just be quiet? What's wrong, Johnny Johnson? Don't you think my jokes are funny? I'm sure he does. Don't you, Johnny Johnson? Look, guys, it's great that you all get along so well and everything, but it's possible to overdo things. Some types of humor just aren't for everyone, and that's okay. It doesn't mean you can't ever use that humor, but you have to be respectful of the people around you. To be frank, listening to your jokes can be quite exhausting. Speaking of exhausting, how did the mechanic feel after a long day of installing wheels onto cars? Tired? Sorry, that one was just too good not to tell. Perhaps you're right, Johnny Johnson. Although I think my dad's jokes are extremely funny, it is important to consider the feelings of others. I agree, son, so I hereby declare that from now on, I shall make an effort to tell less of my hilarious jokes around Johnny Johnson, if that is what he truly wishes. Oh good, because, on the subject of wishes, do you know what you call a pair of pants that grants wishes? Oh dear, I'm doing it again. Whatever, I guess one more joke is fine if it really means that much to you. Okay, a blue genie. It's a mix between blue jeans and genie. What the heck? Just to be clear, I was laughing because I like seeing you guys share such nice moments, not because I actually thought the joke was funny. Does that mean you'd like it if I kept on telling my wonderful jokes? No! Fair enough. I guess it really does take all kinds. In any case, there's a show at the circus in less than an hour. I better leave if I want the time to prepare myself. I'd ask what preparation you need to do before selling popcorn, but, you know, this is one nonsensical thing I'm willing to accept. Goodbye, Chef Clown Man. Goodbye, Dad. Oh, if only I didn't have to wait another day to see you again. Good family relationships are always nice to see, but I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of a relief to be away from your dad. On the subject of dads, do you know what the snack food called its dad? Popcorn! Here we go again.